Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So this is the Garmin ZUMO XT. As you know, if you watch my channel, I have the Magellan TRX7, the TR5, TR7, but this is a Garmin's version of it, and it's supposed to be an off-road GPS. We're going to test that out and see how good it is, and then in a later video I want to compare this against the Magellan TRX7 CS Pro, and I'm going to see how it compares to it as far as an off-road GPS. Now I know this is a smaller screen, that's a 7-inch, this is 5.5, but for a motorcycle this 5.5 is actually a better size. That 7 is huge. Unless you got a big adventure bike, I think this 5.5 is going to be a lot nicer, especially on a dual sport like this. So let me show you a little bit about this. So mounting this Garmin, it actually comes with a mount that is real nice, quick release, and it comes with a RAM setup. This is actually says Garmin on it. It's not really RAM, but it's the same thing. It fits a 1-inch RAM ball, which I have here on the bike. I have the mirror mount here. Now it does come with a handlebar clamp style mount for this part here, but this all comes and you put this together where you can clamp it on, and it comes with this little short RAM swivel right here. You can see the 2 contact pins right here for the positive and negative, and then the cable. Cool thing is when you don't have your Garmin plugged into it, it has this little rubber plug that covers that to keep water off your contacts. You do have nice gold contacts, but you still want to keep them dry and clean. And then I got this cable routed down to the battery. Now a lot of times you would take this and hook it to the battery where it's keyed to turn it off and on, but the way I wanted this was powered all the time, and then when I clip my Garmin on, my ZUMO, I want it to come on. When I take it off, I want it to go off, because I'm not actually going to leave it on the bike at any time when I'm not with the bike. So when I take it off, it'll power off, come back out. Even if the bike's not on, when I plug it on here, it's going to come on. And you can manually turn it off if you want. So the way the ZUMO is made here on the back, you can see these contact points. This is the part where your base fits in and clips. And under this little cap right here, we have a mini USB to power it up, or to plug it into your computer. You could plug it into your vehicle with this one, or use this style mount for your vehicle, which I did. And this one here, if you open it up, is where your SD card goes, micro SD. I think it takes up to 128 or maybe 256, I'm not sure. Kind of a pain to put that in, but it does work, and seals off, so this is waterproof. There's our power button right there on the back. Very glossy, nice screen. This thing is super bright during the daytime, so it should show up real good. Let's plug it on and see what it does. So this is our release button that locks it. You clip it under the bottom, push it in until this snaps, locks it in. When I put this in, snap it in, it should come on because I'm powered all the time. You always have to agree. Now it shows we're powered up and ready to go. And you notice how fast this thing started, extremely fast. It's turned up, I think, all the way on the brightness. So if we go in here to the settings, we can go to our display. You can adjust the brightness, the color, day or night, orientation, because you can rotate this and it'll do landscape or portrait mode, either way. Here's our brightness display timeout. You can set that. Let's do the brightness here, which you can see got it turned all the way up on 100% for daylight. And I don't do a lot of night riding, but sometimes then you can turn it down on night or put it on the night mode. Updates for maps and everything is in here. It's connected to my Wi-Fi. I've already got this set up, so it's going to check for any updates. Up to date, both of them. Don't have to do that. Go back. Very simple. Click on map view. You can change your little icon here. Mine is actually a little Jeep Wrangler. You could actually set that on a motorcycle, which I may do it later. Pretty nice on here. Shows your speed, shows your direction. Plus and minus will zoom in and out. You can see here. Zoom in. Shows all the little side roads here. We click on this here. We can change some of the settings in here too. Track recorder, if we want to record a track. Say if we're going out and we want to record a track, you can click start and it'll start recording the track. Go into apps here too, and it has weather, which is really cool, nice and fast. Shows you all your weather. You can even click on weather radar, which is really cool. It's loading up right now. Of course, there's not going to be much on the radar. Well, there is some clouds down here, looks like, in Memphis, Tennessee. So also in here you have the owner's manual. It is connected to my iPhone. You have an inReach device, you can connect an inReach device to it. This trip planner is really cool. So this is where I've made some tracks and then I put them in this trip planner. So I click on this. I can go to a new trip or save trips. Click on save trips. This is a test that I've done, a couple tests. And if I click on it, go. Now what it's going to do is closest entry point, which is nice, because you don't always want to start at the beginning or ending, depending on if it's the beginning and the ending of the trip could be a long ways from you, but the closest entry point could be pretty close. So we can do it beginning, I guess. Click OK. You see my track. This is actually the loop that I made. This is the navigation going to it. If I zoom up here, you can see the home, the navigation to it, and then down here is my loop, and we have a start and a finish. The start has this little flag here, and the ending has this little checkered flag. Now if we click start, it's going to navigate us to it. Like so.
Please drive to highlighted route.
And this is voice navigation, and I do have this connected to my Sena motorcycle helmet, and this thing will tell me turn-by-turn directions through my Sena. Close that part, we don't need to record a track. So when we're on here, we can also change this to, I got it on 2D right now, we can set it on 3D to where it does like you've seen on a car, you know how they do the 3D look. We can click on this and we can go to bird's eye. Used to they charge for this bird's eye, which is the satellite imagery, but now it's actually free. So you download like a 12-mile or 20-mile square radius area. You can adjust that size that you want and download it for free and have the satellite imagery. I don't really care for it myself. I like just the standard. You can also go to topograph, turn off bird's eye, have topographic view. I'm not into that either. Usually what I do is right there. I like the 2D version. It tells me I'm going to arrive at the entry point at 5:49 on here. When I start moving, it's going to show the speed. So very cool. I'm going to take this thing out and show you guys actually with it in use. Not today, but I just wanted to show you the unit and some of its features. Now if you're ready to play music, it has that also, and it connects to your phone, so you can play whatever songs you have on your phone, or you can put music on here also. In your apps here, you have lots of different things. You can change these around to wherever you want them, music player, fuel settings. So if you click on the Where To, you can program in your home address. You can put in, just click on addresses and go to an address. You can go to saved locations, which I have some of the places that I go to, Flag Springs, some different rides that I programmed in here. You can go to TripAdvisor, Ultimate Public Campgrounds, National Parks, History. You can go to all this different things. One thing cool I wanted to show you was this one that says fuel prices. So if I click on this, it shows me the closest gas stations and their fuel price. And you can see the different prices of the different stations locally. So if you find the one you want, like this one, we can click on it. We can click Go To.
Please drive to highlighted route.
And now we're ready to navigate to that gas station. Very cool. Click on Campgrounds, Flag Springs Conservation Area, Lot 7. So if I wanted to go to there, I could click on that, go, same way. Navigate to route, add as the next stop. You can add different stops. So when you plan a route, you can click in the address, type in the address to where you want to go. You can make all the different stops along the way you want to go. Gas stations you want to stop at, enter all of them. Very cool, very easy to use, just like pretty much any GPS. Back out of here. So this thing is actually extremely easy to use, nice and bright. The display is very nice and bright. You can see the little motorcycle up here. Because I have this set to motorcycle, you can also set it to vehicle. You can set it to off-road. Shows my little gas pump out here. You can actually set this thing to where it reminds you to put gas in, depending on how many miles you can get on a tank of gas. It will remind you to put gas in your bike. It tells you the temperature up here is 61 degrees Fahrenheit. The time there is connected to Bluetooth. Here's our Wi-Fi signal over here. And we're connected to power right there. So that's the Garmin ZUMO XT. I will make another video or several videos showing you this as I have it in use. And I'll put a link to this below in the description so you want to check one of these out on my Amazon store. Very cool. I want to compare this against the Magellan TRX7 CS Pro and see which one is better for off-road, which one is better for on-road. Thank you guys for watching. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out the link for this below. Catch you on the next one. Ride on.